Charles Bradlaugh, a politician from United Kingdom. He is an atheist, but UK was a Christian society where church and queen had major influence on the politics. In 1880, he ran for elections and won as a member of parliament. As per the tradition, all the winners will have to take oath as a member of parliament in the House of Commons, Indian equivalent of Lok Sabha. But while taking oath, members have to swear in the name of God. But being an atheist, Bradlaugh refuses to take oath in the name of God. He said he would take the pledge without mentioning the word God. But the speaker denies his request, and because of non-adherence with the rules, Bradlaugh was expelled and not allowed to sit in the House of Commons. After his first term, he again ran for elections and won his second term with highest majority. But the same thing repeated again. While taking oath, again Bradlaugh refuses to take the name of God and expelled from the parliament. Same thing went on for the next 2 terms. He was even arrested and put in jail for non-adherence. He is the only MP in history who, even after winning election for 4 times, not allowed to attend parliament. But over these 4 terms, he gained support from the public and opposition. Parliament had no way but to change the rules, and Bradlaugh was finally allowed to take oath as per his wish and sit in the parliament. His view was that religion is something personal and it has nothing to do with the politics and government. This idea is called secularism. So in today's episode, we ask the same question. What role should religion play in governing a country? Secularism is a political philosophy. It was a Western concept. It says there should be a wall of separation between state and religion. Because if a state is supporting and favoring a religion, it is being biased towards certain group of people in the society. Somewhere, secularism deals with the principle of equality. In a democracy, every citizen should be given equal rights, irrespective of their religion, race, and caste. A secular government should not differentiate between the theist and atheist, religious and non-religious. Citizens are free to choose their faith, and no religion should receive special protection. In simple words, government should not influence any religion and should not allow any religion to influence government decisions. The concept of secularism first came into picture in Europe. Every country have a constitution which lays down the rules for governing the country. But in Europe, constitution itself was influenced by Christianity. For a long time, it worked because the whole society was following Christianity. But as the societies became diverse and people from different cultures and faiths started living together, there was a need to move away from the religiosity to equality. You are no more a country identified by one religion, irrespective of the majority and minority. Unless you make these changes, you cannot call yourself a democracy. Citizens need to have freedom of religion and at the same time, freedom from religion. So does secularism means government should be atheist and should not have any belief? Not exactly. If you look at US dollar, you will see the word "In God We Trust" printed on the note. But that doesn't make US government non-secular. What they are trying to say is that government believes in God. It's not the Christian God or Muslim God, just God. They are being indifferent to religion. In a democracy, by birth, every citizen gets fundamental rights. So the role of government is not giving these rights to citizens. They already have them. The role of government is to protect these rights, and to do that, country should be secular. So the question arises is how secularism works in today's world. Over time, every country defined its own definition of secularism. It sounds logical because you cannot directly take a Western concept and apply it to your country, because every country has its own ideology and problems. When a society transitions over a period of time, they should become secular. But today's problem is that more and more countries are moving away from secularism. Take the example of China. Chinese government is specifically targeting the Muslims in their country. Millions of Uyghur Muslims who live in the western part of China are put under detention camps. Their mosques were destroyed. They are put under strong surveillance and not allowed to travel beyond certain meters from their home. Another example is Myanmar, where majority Buddhist communities crackdown on Rohingya Muslims was supported by the government. This was a state-sponsored ethnic cleansing, because of which Rohingyas have to leave their home and migrate to the neighboring countries. There are many examples. We can talk about countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Turkey, Kazakhstan, and India. Oh, India? Is India a secular country? Let's look into it. After independence, when Indian constitution was drafted, the word secular was nowhere mentioned. That doesn't mean that India was not secular. Gandhi himself believed in the concept of Sarvadharma Samabhava, which means equality of all religions. So our constitution included provisions for religious freedom and separation between state and religion. We didn't give it a name, but we were secular as per the constitution. The word secular was officially added to the constitution after 42nd Amendment in 1975 by Indira Gandhi government. That was also the time when India was put under emergency. But the problem is, the word secular was mentioned in the constitution, but not defined. What is secularism in Indian context? It is nowhere mentioned. That creates a lot of confusion. Every political party has its own definition of secularism, and their policies are influenced by that. To add to that problem, we have a diverse culture and religions. We have close to 15% of the Indian population as Muslims, if I go with the 2011 census data. In the midst of this situation, a political party called BJP, which has the impression of being pro-Hindu, comes into power. And the Prime Minister himself conducts Bhumi Puja for prestigious Hindu temple in Ayodhya. But secularism says state should not involve itself in religious activities. All this adds up to a heated debate, and who gets benefited out of it? The news channels. Being secular means turning a blind eye to the religion. Let the religion do its work and don't interfere. But is it right? There are some rules and rituals in religion which are no more relevant in today's world, and some of them are cruel. Take the example of Sati Sahagamana, an age-old ritual where wife has to be burned alive along with the dead husband. Government could have stayed silent on this issue following the secularism and allowed them to commit these atrocities in the name of religion. But is it morally right? The answer is no. So government interfered and abolished it. It is against the secularism, but morally right. Let's get this straight. India is a deeply religious country. Hinduism is an integral part of it. Somewhere our constitution was also influenced by Hindu philosophy. For example, Article 48 of the Indian Constitution prohibits cow slaughter. Beef is banned by the constitution from the start. It feels like Indian constitution is biased towards one religion. But we are also the nation who abolished triple talaq and fought for the rights of Muslim women. I think the diversity we have in India is our strength. At the same time, it is our weakness. Managing this diverse population is a constant challenge. Conflicts are always bound to arise, and every decision a government takes will be viewed from the lens of religion and caste. There will always be a community which feels left out. To add to that, we have this religious extremist who threaten the peace in the country. An attack on them will be looked at as the attack on religion. But the political parties always take advantage of this diversity through polarization based on religion and caste. They don't want this issue to be solved. Always the government will be biased towards a religion because people who are running that government are from that religion. We cannot change that, but that doesn't stop us from fighting for more equal society, and that's the beauty of democracy. In the end, we ask the same question again. Is India a secular country? It is open for interpretation.